The global halal economy has outgrown the food aisle, expanding into a multi-billion-dollar industry that includes complex synthetic skincare and cosmetics. This growth creates a massive problem of scale. Every product contains thousands of newly engineered synthetic peptides and chemical derivatives, all requiring manual review by a human religious scholar. When humans verify every chemical formulation line by line, it creates a logistical bottleneck. These certification delays can stretch for months, effectively freezing global supply chains. The deliberate tradition of halal certification has become incompatible with the relentless speed and volume of modern global manufacturing. To clear that backlog, developers created Nur AI, the world's first strictly Sharia-compliant large language model. Nur AI operates as an officially sanctioned system with strategic backing from institutions like Malaysia's Department of Islamic Development, JAKIM, and the ASEAN China AI Lab. The system takes a complex ingredient screening process and compresses the timeline from several weeks down to a few hours. But delegating this authority introduces digital Ijtihad, the practice of applying religious law to new situations. It raises a difficult question. Can a machine be trusted to issue a religious fatwa? What began as a technical solution to a supply chain bottleneck has triggered a profound theological crisis. Unlike standard AI models that scrape the open internet, Nur AI is trained exclusively on verified Islamic jurisprudence and historical scholarly opinions. It processes data through a mixture of experts architecture. The system routes specific queries to isolated, specialized neural networks. When a manufacturer uploads a new formulation, the system scans the text and routes it exclusively to the specialized chemical expert node. This node drafts a religious ruling by applying analogical deduction, mapping new synthetic chemicals against historical, scholarly precedents. By replicating these specific research paths, the architecture technically simulates the deliberate, comparative methodology of a human religious scholar. The system communicates these religious rulings back to manufacturers through the AI avatar Ustaz, an interface that flags haram ingredients for removal. But approving a digital formula is only the beginning. Once a product enters mass production, its compliance must be continuously monitored. Nur AI integrates with Zetrix AI to lock certification decisions onto an unchangeable digital ledger. This creates unbroken traceability, ensuring a product remains compliant from the specific manufacturing facility straight to the consumer. Blockchain integration transforms a momentary religious ruling into a permanent, globally verifiable record embedded in the physical supply chain. Despite these technical safeguards, traditional scholars at the International Islamic Fiqh Academy have raised significant objections. They point to the black box problem. Jurists cannot accept rulings where the internal logic of a deep learning model remains hidden or untraceable. This creates a theological barrier regarding maqasid al-sharia. True ijtihad requires understanding the higher ethical objectives of the law, not just identifying data patterns. To these critics, a religious ruling is invalid if the entity generating it lacks moral consciousness and spiritual insight. This debate has shaped the global consensus for the 2026 mandates led by regulatory bodies like Indonesia's BPJPH. Authorities have determined that artificial intelligence cannot fulfill the requirements of true ijtihad. Under these new regulations, Nur AI is legally restricted to the role of a high-speed research tool, requiring a human scholar to issue the final judgment. These mandates establish a permanent division of labor. While AI manages the data at scale, the law ensures that religious authority remains anchored in human oversight.